that's insightful. And this is before I even knew any of this stuff. She said that, and I was like, that's deep, you know. So you will manifest an illness to get, you know, the rest and the time that you need to take care of yourself. She even said, I'll take care of everybody else, and now I'm having to have people take care of me. You don't want that. You much rather be in control of when you take your rest, you know, rather than having it forced upon you. And it's a subconscious forcing. It's not something you're going to consciously think about. So, yeah. Being proactive about your energy conservation, energetic practices. I do meditation, breathing, yoga, crystal healing, gem waters, Bach flower essences. Let's see what other energetic. These things are all vibrations. Viruses and bacteria vibrate on a certain frequency. If your entire overall energetic vibration is above that, you will not resonate or entrain with illness. Period. You will not. That's how it works. There are tables that you can look up online that will tell you this is the frequency of a certain bacteria or germ, and this is the frequency of love, or this is the frequency of this flower, or this is the frequency of this crystal. If you surround yourself with those things, you will not get sick. But this is the thing. There are some people who have such a big energetic imprint on them from past hurts. Let's see, trauma. That's the word I'm trying to use. Trauma, that it trumps all. You can use all the crystals you want, but if you have that constant trauma playing and vibrating in an energetic field, all the crystals in the world ain't gonna help, because you'll entrain with that crystal for a little bit, but eventually that trauma will keep coming up. Okay? And trauma is being bullied, being told by your parents you're not good enough, to things like rape, incest, just poverty mindset. Poverty consciousness is a bitch in this society, because people think they just can't have anything. I sit and listen to them. They're like, you know, you got to work hard, and you just got to put up with, you know, the status quo, and, you know, you go to work. Like me, oh my gosh, this nursing thing. I'm going to tell y'all some stories about nursing when I quit nursing. Oh my gosh, it's crazy. They treat, you know, it's mainly women in nursing. Yes, they have male nurses, and I respect that. That's cool. But like, it's a lot of women, and the masculinity, the masculine energy about nursing of rush, and treat everybody like you know, like you can just put everybody in a box and just treat them. Yes, grind, broke. People are like, yes, they do. They say constantly, I can't afford that. I'm broke. I hear it all the time, and it's like, stop. No, that's not true. The universe, if the universe was not expansive, you would not see all this stuff around you. There's all these stores. I'm sitting here right now as a dentist. There's a makeup bar. I guess that's some kind of beauty salon. I just came out of this place called a Pura Juicer and Vegan Kitchen. You wouldn't have juicing. You wouldn't have, you know, the blenders. You wouldn't have the juicer. You wouldn't have I ate some black rice and avocado sushi. You wouldn't have the concept, you know, you just have the rice. But you wouldn't have someone who's able to think outside the box and expand and say, you know, I can put this rice with this, and I can season it with this salt or this herb and create something different. That's alchemy. That's changing what is into something else. Okay? So you wouldn't have that if the universe wasn't expansive. I wouldn't be sitting in this car. We would still be, you know, either walking or using a cart and a horse and buggy. If people weren't expansive, if they weren't taking the unseen and bringing it down into the seen realm here, manifesting it and creating. You know, somebody said, okay, if I take this metal and I melt it, or I apply this amount of heat to it, if I mix it with this metal, it becomes stronger, and then I can put it in this mold, and I can make a door, and then you make a hood, and then you make windshields and stuff. That's alchemy. That's people taking things in their thoughts in their mind and inventing things to create things that we use that make our life the way it is now. So you have to realize that the universe in general is very expansive. So to say that you're broke, that doesn't make any sense. When you get all these people around here, first of all, there's plenty of people who are not broke. How are they not broke? Because they've either created something or they tapped into some kind of system to create wealth for themselves. And yeah, people talk about you being born into wealth. Honey, reincarnation, those people came back into their own bloodline. You know, they didn't just pop into that wealth from nowhere. That's an energetic thing they aligned themselves with. So please contact me. I have my group on Facebook, Vibrational Alchemy. If you go there, you will see, actually on this Periscope, if you look at my bio, there's a link to Vibrational Alchemy. If you go get into the group, my last post has my contact information for you to book sessions. I would love to assist you in clearing out this energy. Like literally, we go in and clear it out, the blocks that are there. But this is the thing, you have to do the work to keep it from coming back. Okay? Like Jesus said to the woman he healed, go and sin no more, lest something worse happens to you. Jesus, like the dopest magician ever. Yes, Jesus, magician, witch. That's Jesus all day. That's that Christ within. Christ is actually the guru within you, okay? You are a magician. You are a witch. You are capable of healing, turning water into wine. You are capable of making the blind see and the deaf hear and the lame walk, the cripple walk or whatever. All of that. That's within you, okay? So, you know, you have to do the work. You have to be proactive in keeping your vibration at a certain level and keeping these things away from you so you can live the life you want. You can't live the life you want with chronic headaches and chronic, irritable bowel syndrome and diabetes. You can't live the life you want like that. And there are ways. I'm not dealing with the disease itself. That's just a label they gave it. I'm dealing with the symptoms. The things that are causing you not to feel well. Get into that energetic field. Clear out the chakras. Clear out the auric field. Draw down the perfection of the heavens. The original blueprint of who you are. The original blueprint is perfection. Okay? So using Reiki, drawing it down. And it doesn't have to be in person. You can do Reiki distantly and it works just as well. Okay? And then going in and changing the mindset. So that's what the coaching I do is about. Going in and assessing what's going on in your energetic field at first. Then second, clearing it out using different methods. Crystals, Reiki, and energetic healing, clearing it out. And then going in and figuring, okay, so this is why this pattern developed in the first place. And this is what we do to keep it away. I'm intuitive. You know, no two people are the same. As I talk to people, I hear, literally the way I do it is they tell me one story and I hear the real story as they're talking. I don't know what you call that. I don't know how to explain it other than the way I just said it. It's like somebody said, I'm so happy with my man and we're getting along great. And I hear, oh, please help me. Shoot me now. I can't stand this motherfucker. Get me away from him. I don't know how to get away. I feel like I'm trapped. I feel like I try to break up with him. And then somehow we end up back together. That's what I hear. Literally. Like, I hear the truth. And I just say, you don't really want to be with him. You know, you've been trying to get away with him forever, and you feel like he's the only person you can have, and they'll start crying. Like, how the hell you know that? Because I heard it. It's energy. Like, that's my energy detection. And I also detect energy with my hands. But most of it is just conversation. I talk to you, and I just hear the real story. And it's not failed yet that the real story, I'll be the one who say, well, you know what, that ain't what I'm hearing you say. And they'll be like, damn, how you know that? Because we'll lie to ourselves to protect ourselves. And that's, it's natural to try to protect yourself. But at some point, you have to have someone to come in and say, let's get real. Let's be honest with ourselves. This is not what we want. And, it's almost the same thing with people. You ask them, how you doing today? They say, I'm fine. And they ain't fine. I ain't fine at all. Everything in the world that could be wrong is wrong. But we live in a society of let's be politically correct. Let's be nice. Let's, hide from ourselves, hide from others. That whole thing needs to change, like yesterday. But it is what it is until you change it, and that is what I want to do. Well, that is my desire. So so like I said, my bio, Vibrational Alchemy. Also, you can email me at Elisheba, or Elisheba, ELISHEBA at vibrationalalchemylife.com. You can email me there, or you can email me my Gmail, Elisheba, and it's actually spelled with an A, LISHEBA, NICOLA, that's Elisheba Nicola at gmail.com. And we can get you set up with sessions as soon as possible, and get rethink this whole I'm sick and I'm having these issues, and that it means nothing, or that it's just common and I just have to live with it. You don't have to live with shit. You do not have to live with any of that. The key is to listen to the message and decipher it and figure out what it's trying to let you know. If it's letting you know that you're living small, if you're living beneath your true potential, if you're with someone who you're holding on desperately to because you just really have abandonment issues. You just don't want this person to leave you because, oh, this is going to be another person that's left me, and so I'm going to hold on to him for dear life. And then that's manifesting, like I said, as UTIs, because you're fucking this person and you're really pissed off at them at the core. You're cool with them for a little bit, and then you get pissed off, and then you repress it, and then you find a way to get along and play nice. That ain't gonna last but for so long. Eventually you can really mess up your urinary tract by constantly being inflamed that way, and then you start getting into permanent damage, scar tissue and stuff, and you don't want that. You want to get it before it gets to that place. Okay. Let's see. I think that was a pretty good example. I was trying to think of another one. But, the illnesses are like byproducts of byproducts of byproducts. Like the root is, your father left you when you were 4, 5, 6. And now you have this energetic pattern of everybody's going to leave me. Everybody's going to leave me. Everybody's going to abandon me. Okay. So you stay in a relationship where it's unhealthy. That could manifest as cancer as well. It can manifest as HIV as well. That's way at the end of what the manifestation is. The root of it is that you don't want to be abandoned, or that you don't know self-love because maybe you watched a mother who never took care of herself, who always did for everyone else before she did for herself, and abandoned herself and left herself rejected. Instead of taking care of her needs, she would say yes to everyone else and no to herself. Okay? And now you follow that pattern. You go through life saying, yes to everyone else and no to yourself. And it's a lack of self-love. And in order to get attention and love from people, you feel like you have to sell yourself short. So then the heart chakra is way too open, and the energy's just escaping like crazy, and you end up developing breast cancer. Lack of self-love is all it is. Okay? But the real root cause of why you have it is because you're giving too much to other people in a desperate attempt to receive love from others. Wow, see how deep that is? So we got all the way to breast cancer, but the root was just, I just really want to be loved. So the illness is not the problem. Those are the symptoms. The cause is where it's at. Okay? So get in contact with me. I love y'all. Peace, peace, peace. Peace, love tonic.